with us. Aniruddha, give us a sense of what's happening on the ground, brisk polling, but otherwise, the point I was making about post-poll alignments and realignments that typically happen in the Northeast politics, you think this time also, both in Meghalaya and Nagaland, that's a possibility?
Yes, absolutely, Abhishek. As you have pointed out, that post-poll alignments are often decided by who is in power in New Delhi, in the northeast, particularly in the states of Meghalaya, Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh, etc. And this time we have seen that both the state of Nagaland and Meghalaya are going to poll. And this time also that alignment will be on a similar lines. Meanwhile, one of the very positive aspects that I have seen from the morning, Abhishek, I would like to highlight that aspect. As you are well aware that in Nagaland earlier, when there used to be voting, huge deployment of paramilitary forces, security personnel was witnessed. But this time we have seen that only few police constables are waiting outside the polling station, and the polling is underway in a very, very peaceful manner. So this is a transformation that has been witnessed in the state of Nagaland as far as the security scenario is concerned. And this election can also be termed as an election which is free from any interference of any insurgent group or militant group of the state. So this is a very positive atmosphere in which this election is underway. And as we talk now, if we also see what were the top issues as far as this elections in Nagaland is concerned, then we see that issues such as employment, corruption, issues like development topped the agenda, whereas because some of the contentious issues like the Naga political issue was given less priority by the public when it came to the issues concerning the elections to 2023. On the other hand, one of the another important aspect which we have witnessed in this election, Abhishek, is that the demand for repealing of Armed Forces Special Powers Act is still there. And even though in many parts of Nagaland the Armed Forces Special Powers Act is no more applicable, from the remaining parts also there is a demand that from the remaining parts also the ASFA should be repealed. So on several issues this election is being contested, is being fought by the NDPP and the BJP alliance, and on the other hand we have the Congress and the NPF alliance. But yes, if we talk about the who have an age as far as the fate of 183 voters are concerned today, candidates are concerned today, it's 13 lakh voters of Nagaland who will decide their fate. Abhishek.
All right. So I'm trying to understand if we still have Monica or not. She was. All right, so we don't have her yet. But Aniruddha, you were, of course, talking extensively about what you think is going to drive people to the ballot today in Nagaland. But give us also a bit of a perspective about Meghalaya. You've extensively been covering what's happening on the ground. You were covering the Prime Minister's road show from Shillong. It's very interesting because you had an alliance that was in power for about 5 years and then it breaks apart. And obviously, there has been a lot of mudslinging in that. But do you think there's a possibility of that going back together? Because as Abhishek was pointing out, it's always after the elections in the Northeast that we try to, kind of find out that yesterday we were foes, but today we are perhaps friends again.
Absolutely, Nupur. As you have pointed out, we had in fact had a long interaction with Ernest Mauri, the state BJP president of Meghalaya, on the day when the Prime Minister was doing his roadshow in Shillong. And during an interview with Republic TV, when asked about the post-poll scenario, he clearly said that apart from the Congress and the Trinamool Congress, the BJP is open for an alliance with any political party. The only thing for the BJP in Meghalaya is that they are confident this time that they will be the kingmaker. No one will be able to form the government sans the BJP, and that is why they are saying that they are ready for an alliance with the like-minded political parties. The regional parties will be playing a very important role, like parties like the UDPP and the SSDP. All these political parties come together will be a greater force than some of the major political parties, in fact, in the state of Meghalaya this time. And in Meghalaya also, the elections are being fought on several issues. The mudslinging is on. Even the BJP, who was an alliance partner, is accusing their partner in the alliance, NPP, of corruption and nepotism. The NPP is accusing the BJP of trying to make inroads into the state of Meghalaya through proxy means. So it's a very, very, politically colorful election that is that the Northeast.
As you described it, politically colorful, politically interesting. Abhishek, coming to you now. Abhishek, as we've been talking about, of course, one of the things that I wanted to ask you was, what do you think of the TMC? Now, the TMC, very interesting, in Meghalaya specifically. Nagaland does appear to be a more straightforward sort of a contest. So, focusing back on Meghalaya, the TMC, very, very interesting, Abhishek. There is a bit of a tussle between them and the Congress party. They have, been allies before, but things have changed drastically on the ground for both parties now. And how do you see it going forward now?
Well, we saw Nupur, to begin from your last point, how Rahul Gandhi really tore into the Trinamool Congress. So they have not been allies. In fact, Trinamool rose at the expense of the Congress party, like Aam Aadmi party is doing in many states, including in Delhi, of course, and we have seen that happening in Punjab and Gujarat. So the Congress party realizes that these regional fronts coming up, parties coming up, they are a real threat to Congress party's own existence. So we had, despite the Congress party wanting allies, scouting for allies as a build-up to the 2024 general elections, they can't but take on the Trinamool. So we saw Rahul Gandhi doing that in Meghalaya. Interestingly, despite having been in alliance, coming to the point, the second but last point that you made, despite having been in alliance for most of the last 5 years between the NPP and the BJP insofar as Meghalaya is concerned, and Conrad Sangma being the chief minister, we saw how Prime Minister, when he campaigned in Meghalaya, he went to Tura, which is the constituency of chief minister, and campaigned for the BJP's candidate. So when it comes to elections, really there are no allies. You have to really go the whole hog and make sure you get the largest numbers, so that in the post-poll realignments you have a certain advantage. I think that's how it works. Trinamool, of course, has been sort of trying to spread its wings. They might be in contention in some pockets in Tripura. I'm not very sure. In Meghalaya, of course, yes, because they were the opposition party, obviously because of the post-poll realignments again, and then in some couple of seats in Nagaland as well. Essentially, similarly, in the case of Conrad Sangma's NPP, as I said, the reason why the alliance broke was, of course, apart from whatever would have happened by way of seat sharing talks not moving any further, the fact that even Conrad has been trying to spread his wings in the northeast. So, for example, in Tripura, in Nagaland, in Arunachal. And about the narrative that I was talking about, Nupur. So these alignments, realignments, we'll keep talking all through the day. But a couple of points from why the narrative has changed. There is a reason why this has happened. So, for example, there were about 9 airports in the entire northeast, 8 states till about 2014. And now there are 16 airports with about 1,000 extra flights flying to and from these states, from 900 about 2014 to about 1900 flights. So overall connectivity has improved, integration of the region with the national mainstream has happened. So all those things are a factor, and that correlates with what Aniruddha was saying there on the ground, that the presence of security or the security measures that have been put in place seem to be in line with the general calm that is prevailing in the entire northeast.
Absolutely, and there's no doubting that, Abhishek, that, the narrative has completely changed. It's become one with the rest of the country. Thank you for the moment, Abhishek. We're going to be slipping to a very short break, and when we come back, we bring you more news, including the biggest Liquorgate arrest yet, as Kejriwal's deputy is placed under arrest after 8 hours of grilling. And yet another terror attack strikes Pakistan. 5 people are killed, 13 are injured in the Baluchistan attack.
11,000 placements last year. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
We're breaking the story first, way ahead of any other channel. In fact, all other channels haven't even figured out what's been going on. Manish Sisodia has been arrested.
He told you he's a threat to internal security.
Why to brandish weapon? Why it's the need of weapon when you are claiming that it's a peaceful procession which you will be carrying out?
No peace can be established without weapons. Why don't the government send the state and everybody army, they just dismiss all the armies, all the weapons, dispose everything and then ask us why do we have weapons?
For 3 months, centre and state didn't act. Now Khalistani Amritpal is on a rampage. Anarchy in Punjab, story broken on Republic.
Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
We're breaking the story first, way ahead of any other channel. In fact, all other channels haven't even figured out what's been going on. Manish Sisodia has been arrested.
खालिस्तानी सरकार है पंजाब में, क्या खालिस्तानी सरकार है भगवान लाल? Mr. Man, will you answer the question of Republic TV? पुलिस वालों को पीटा।
स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के चुनाव की काउंटिंग पीसफुली हुई, लेकिन जैसे ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी को लगा कि वो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव हार रहे हैं, उन्होंने हमारी मेयर पर बुरी तरह से हमला किया।
चौथा कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का चुनाव हार चुका है, लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के कहने के ऊपर यहाँ गुंडागर्दी कर रही है।
I don't pay taxes to see these uncouth politicians send this image of Indian democracy. I don't pay taxes so they can have.
Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
We're breaking the story first, way ahead of any other channel. In fact, all other channels haven't even figured out what's been going on. Manish Sisodia has been arrested.
And here's a quick recap of the top headlines at 8:30 this morning. Biggest liquor gate arrest yet as Kejriwal's deputy is placed under arrest after 8 hours of grilling. In the dock for liquor gate kickbacks, Manish Sisodia will be produced before court today. But the Aam Aadmi Party continues to cry political vendetta to take to the streets in Delhi today. The battle for the northeast intensifies. Nagaland and Meghalaya are polling. Big development boost to Karnataka. The Prime Minister will be inaugurating mega projects there. And it's another terror attack in Pakistan. 5 people are killed, 13 injured in Baluchistan. Welcome back. You are watching The Morning Express. I'm Nupur Talwar Suri and this is Republic. Going straight off to the big story that we are going to be tracking through the day today. It is the arrest of Manish Sisodia. Now do remember that the CBI of course arrested him yesterday in connection with the alleged corruption in the now scrapped excise policy relating to the scale of alcohol in Delhi on Sunday. Now Sisodia's arrest, one of the most high profile action against an opposition leader, comes after that of Satyendra Jain. Delhi's then health minister in June last year was arrested as well and he's still in prison. Sisodia was arrested after nearly 8 hours of questioning on various aspects of the excise policy for 2021-22, which the probe agency says suffered from irregularities both in its formulation and implementation. And Abhishek continues to be with us from our Delhi studios. Abhishek, the whole saga yesterday, of course, was very interesting. 8 hours of grilling and then, thereafter he was arrested. The CBI in its charge sheet essentially says that they believe he did not cooperate with it. But Abhishek, do you think that the biggest thing that is not working for the Aam Aadmi Party and for its political leadership is the fact that they went ahead with this policy and then they withdrew it, In that sense, there was something that was quite fishy.
So there are two aspects to it, Nupur. One, of course, the investigation, the facts as they exist about the case, which is A, about the policy being brought in, B, about the policy being tweaked, and C, about there being a lot of evidence that this tweaking happened because of some kind of collusion between the Aam Aadmi Party, the political wing, and this lobby from the south, which includes members from the YSRCP and the TRS, the then TRS, by the way, and then some corporate groups. Essentially, the charge as made by investigation is investigators is that the policy tweak essentially was done to benefit this lobby liquor cartel in lieu of kickbacks, and the money from those kickbacks was essentially used for political purposes by the Aam Aadmi Party, including the Goa election. So that's the investigators' narrative. The other is the political one, which is obviously the Aam Aadmi Party saying that they are being targeted because they are coming out as credible challengers to the BJP. They have arrested Delhi state and also the municipal corporation now from the BJP, and then of course they have replaced the Akali Dal BJP and the Congress political establishment in Punjab with Bhagwant Singh Mann, the chief minister there. And similarly, we saw how in Gujarat, for example, the Aam Aadmi Party gained 20+% vote share. So 14+% vote share, I beg your pardon. So I can't get my state wrong. So I think the issue is, Nupur, that the CBI continues to maintain that they have enough evidence about the role of Manish Sisodia. And remember, the arrest itself comes on the back of 8-hour long, not just 8-hour long questioning that happened yesterday, but also a lot of investigation that involved the CBI sleuths spending almost a day and more at the residence and offices of Manish Sisodia, scouting for files correlating. Also remember, just a day before Manish Sisodia was questioned, a former PA, or I believe one of the aides of Arvind Kejriwal himself, the chief minister, was questioned for almost an entire day by the enforcement directorate. So these are parallel investigations going on between the CBI and the ED, as it happens, because invariably when a corruption case is getting investigated, there is an element of money laundering, and that's how the enforcement directorate also gets in picture. We are told that today the Aam Aadmi Party cadres would be fanning out across the streets, not just in Delhi, but wherever they are in strength, in whichever state, and they would try to sort of present an all-India picture of protest against the arrest of Delhi's Deputy Chief Minister, Manish Sisodia, whom they project as someone who's absolutely non-corrupt and was focused on schools rather than liquor policy. But that's part B of the politics of this entire story, Nupur, which is that if Manish Sisodia was not entirely in charge of the liquor department, was he doing whatever he did as charged or as accused, in fact, by the agencies at the behest of somebody? And in that case, do the wires go really right up to the chief minister? That would be interesting part, and we will see all of that panning out through the day today.
Oh yes, absolutely. As Abhishek was pointing out, we'll be talking about the political aspect of it as well as the investigative. But just to tell our viewers of what happened yesterday, here's a comprehensive report on what actually took place.
The Delhi Deputy Chief Minister arrived at the CBI office at around 11 a.m. on Sunday.
If he goes to jail, then children of Delhi must not stop studying, must not stop following the orders of their parents, and if this happens, then he will sit on hunger strike. So an emotional appeal was made by Manish Sisodia. At the same time, the top leaders of Aam Aadmi Party, including Arvind Kejriwal, said that there is no scam, no such scam which exists as far as the Delhi liquor policy is concerned, following which Manish Sisodia, who initially was being accompanied by workers,
questioned for over 8 hours. By 7:15 p.m. last evening, he was placed under arrest. Sources say Manish Sisodia remained evasive during his questioning. With the biggest arrest in Liquorgate, a can of worms likely to open up. Top sources telling Republic TV that the Delhi excise policy was tweaked by the South lobby. Sisodia will undergo medical tests and be produced in court on Monday.
By the Aam Aadmi Party during the Goa elections, where a survey was basically carried out. So all of these details are now basically coming out, and which is exactly why the Central Bureau of Investigation is now examining Manish Sisodia. A quick recap for all our viewers who are tuning in right now. Manish Sisodia entered roughly a little after 11 o'clock in the morning. Since then, he's still being questioned. He hasn't been let off. In fact, normally the procedure would entail that he would have been given a break sometime in the afternoon. That did not happen.
Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Well, you are watching Republic TV, and still to come on the Morning Express, we bring you all the details of how polling is going on in Meghalaya as well as Nagaland. And the Prime Minister is going to be in Karnataka today, is scheduled to inaugurate new projects.
He told you he's a threat to internal security.
Why to brandish weapon? Why it's the need of weapon when you are claiming that it's a peaceful procession which you will be carrying out?
No peace can be established without weapons. Why don't governments and the state and everybody, army, they just dismiss all the armies, all the weapons, dispose everything, and then ask us why do we have weapons?
For 3 months, centre and state didn't act. Now Khalistani Amritpal is on a rampage. Anarchy in Punjab, story broken on Republic.
Manish Sisodia is now reached. We are getting the live picture. Sir, what do you have to say? आप यहाँ पहुँचे हैं सर. आप you are facing serious allegations. Serious allegations आप face कर रहे हैं Manish Sisodia जी.
सर नीचे कर दो.
सर आप
शीशा नीचे कर दो.
See the picture of Manish Sisodia is now reaching here at CBI headquarters.
He told you he's a threat to internal security.
Why to brandish weapon? Why it's the need of weapon when you are claiming that it's a peaceful procession which you will be carrying out?
No peace can be established without weapons. Why don't governments and the state and everybody, army, they just dismiss all the armies, all the weapons, dispose everything, and then ask us why do we have weapons?
For 3 months, centre and state didn't act. Now Khalistani Amritpal is on a rampage. Anarchy in Punjab, story broken on Republic.
Soros, the allegedly evil Soros, has given a lot of money to a lot of people in the Indian news and especially the Indian digital news ecosystem. These people, who we will henceforth refer to as the hashtag Soros media, are therefore very rich media. The ironical part is that these completely blemished hashtag Soros media then asks the non-Soros media ethical questions. The Soros media asks the non-Soros media. Non-Soros media tell us who owns the news. Well, I tell them, Uncle Soros owns you. These unethical members of the Soros media have been completely lying and constantly lying and saying, oh, you got to pay to keep the news free. We are so poor. We have no money. The mainstream media has money. We are broke. Help us. Please give us 100 rupees. Why 100 rupees? Should even 1 rupee be given by you?
मैं जेल जाने से नहीं डरता, हम लोग भगत सिंह के अनुयायी हैं।
स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के चुनाव की काउंटिंग पीसफुली हुई, लेकिन जैसे ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी को लगा कि वो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव हार रहे हैं, उन्होंने हमारी मेयर पर बुरी तरह से हमला किया।
चौथा कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का चुनाव हार चुका है, लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के कहने के ऊपर यहां गुंडागर्दी कर रही है।
Welcome back. You are watching Republic TV and this is our special broadcast on the elections that are taking place even as we speak in Nagaland as well as Meghalaya. And Abhishek Kapoor, our senior executive editor, continues to be with us on the broadcast. Before I come to you, Abhishek, a quick question going across to Anamika, who's of course bringing us the latest from Kohima. Good morning, Anamika. You are appearing to be at a very crowded polling booth, so give us an overall sense of what you see around you. And of course, as we've been talking about, it does appear that it's been brisk voting already.
बिल्कुल, देखिए मेरी मौजूदगी नागालैंड के कोहिमा डिस्ट्रिक्ट के तुफेमा गांव में है और यही वो गांव है जो यहां के मुख्यमंत्री की विधानसभा सीट भी है और मुख्यमंत्री खुद यहां पर कुछ देर के बाद वोट डालने के लिए आने वाले हैं। लेकिन यहां पर जो मतदाताओं का जोश है वो काफी ज्यादा हाई दिखाई दे रहा है, क्योंकि देखिए भारी संख्या में आपको कतार दिखाई दे रही है। इतनी ज्यादा भीड़ हो चुकी है यहाँ पर कि कुछ लोग जो लाइन में खड़े हैं उनको बैठना पड़ रहा है, क्योंकि उन्हें लग रहा है कि बहुत लंबा टाइम लगेगा। महिलाओं के लिए अलग लाइन है, पुरुषों के लिए अलग लाइन है। ये तुफेमा गांव है, ये यहाँ के मुख्यमंत्री जो नेफ्यू रियो है उनका गांव है। ये बहुत सारे मुद्दे हैं यहाँ के लोगों के, चाहे वो अगर बात की जाए तो यहाँ के लोगों के अधिकारों की संरक्षण की बात हो या फिर सिक्योरिटी की बात हो या फिर यहाँ की जो कला है, संस्कृति है, उसके बचाव की बात हो, तमाम मुद्दों को लेकर के यहाँ पे दावा किया जा रहा है। हालांकि नेफ्यू रियो खुद बीजेपी के साथ कदम ताल करते हुए आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। 40-20 के फॉर्मूले पर एनडीपीपी और बीजेपी का गठबंधन है यहाँ पे। और देखिए यहाँ पर चूंकि आज वोटिंग का दिन है, लिहाजा आज जो यहाँ पे मतदाता है उनका जोश हाई है। कुछ लोगों से बात करेंगे हम यहाँ पर। आप बताइए, आप लोग वोट डालने के लिए आए हुए हैं, आप लोगों के लिए क्या मुद्दे हैं वोट डालने के लिए?
I don't understand हिंदी।
ठीक है, आप व्हाट इज योर इशू फॉर वोटिंग? आप बताइए आपके लिए क्या मुद्दे हैं वोट डालने के लिए? देखिए दरअसल यहाँ पे भाषा बहुत बड़ी समस्या है, क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे हैं जो ना ही हिंदी समझते हैं ना ही अंग्रेजी समझते हैं, ये नागा भाषा समझते हैं, लिहाजा इनके लिए थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन करना मुश्किल है। लेकिन अगर बात की जाए पूरे के पूरे चुनावी समीकरण की तो कुल 183 प्रत्याशी इस बार मैदान में है, चाहे वो अगर एनडीपीपी की बात करें, बीजेपी की बात करें, एनपीएफ की बात करें या फिर कांग्रेस की। 4 महिला भी प्रत्याशी इस बार मैदान में है जो ताल ठोक रही है। लेकिन यहाँ पर जो अगर बात की जाए मतदाताओं की तो नॉर्थ ईस्ट से हर एक तस्वीर आपको लगातार दिखा रहे हैं हम। ये तुफेमा गांव है और माना जाता है कि ये इस इलाके का सबसे ज्यादा समृद्ध और डेवलप गांव है, जहां पर आपको कम से कम सुविधाओं के मामले में ज्यादा दिखाई देगा। भारी भीड़ उमड़ पड़ी है यहाँ पे वोट डालने के लिए लोगों की, महिलाएं हो चाहे पुरुष हो चाहे वो नौजवान हो। और सबसे ज्यादा माना जाता है यहाँ पर कि महिलाओं का जो रेशियो है वो 50-50 का है, जो बाकी राज्यों के मुकाबले काफी बेहतर भी है। और ये भी माना जाता है कि महिलाएं यहाँ पर ज्यादा लीड करती हैं। तो यहाँ पर मतदाताओं के मामले में भी महिलाओं की कतार जो है वो काफी ज्यादा लंबी दिखाई दे रही है, जो लोकतंत्र के लिए अच्छी खबर भी, अच्छी तस्वीर भी है।
Absolutely, Anamika, as you're pointing out, of course. Interestingly, Abhishek, and I want to discuss this with you later on. This is the first time that perhaps Nagaland could see a female MLA. I mean, that's not equality at all, and we're going to talk about that in just a bit. But for the moment, We slip into a very short break. On the other side, we bring you more news, including Manish Sisodia has been arrested, but the Aam Aadmi Party continues to cry political vendetta will be hitting the streets in protest. It is yet another terror attack that struck Pakistan. 5 people are killed, 13 injured in Balochistan.
खालिस्तानी सरकार है पंजाब में क्या खालिस्तानी सरकार है भगवान लाल Mr. Man, will you answer the question of Republic TV? पुलिस वालों को पीटा
स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के चुनाव की काउंटिंग पीसफुली हुई, लेकिन जैसे ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी को लगा कि वो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव हार रहे हैं, उन्होंने हमारी मेयर पर बुरी तरह से हमला किया।
चौथा कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का चुनाव हार चुका है, लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के कहने के ऊपर यहां गुंडागर्दी कर रही है।
खालिस्तानी सरकार है पंजाब में क्या खालिस्तानी सरकार है भगवान लाल Mr. Man, will you answer the question of Republic TV? पुलिस वालों को पीटा
I don't pay taxes to see these uncouth politicians send this image of Indian democracy. I don't pay taxes so they can have 45 non-stop minutes of a bloody battle. I don't pay taxes so they can kick, punch, attack, throw, and they can pin each other down and tear each other's hair. No, I don't pay taxes to hear them abuse and use the most ugly and dirty abuse at each other as they turn an elected house to a battle pitch. I don't pay taxes and you don't pay taxes so they can tear each other's clothes. I don't pay taxes to see this happen. If even tonight, after what I just showed you and what I am about to show you, if after tonight you remain quiet, then you and me and all of us will deserve this maniacal expression of democracy. We need to tell the Neta how disgusted we are and that in the name of no movement.
Manish Sisodia is now reached. We are getting the live picture. Sir, what do you have to say? आप यहाँ पहुँचे हैं सर, आप you are facing serious allegations. Serious allegations आप raise कर रहे हैं मनीष सिसोदिया जी. सर नीचे कर दो. कहना चाहेंगे सर आप. नीचे कर दो मनीष. See the picture of Manish Sisodia is now reaching here at CBI headquarters.
And here's a quick look at what else is making news in the world of sport. This morning, Australia made a hat-trick of women's T20 World Cup titles with a 19-run victory of South Africa as Beth Mooney's 74-run knock proved pivotal to their record 6th trophy win here Sunday. Now, Australia's previous victories came in 2010, 2012, 14, 18 and 2020. Australian skipper Meg Lanning now has the highest number of major international cricket council trophies as a captain in the history of the sport. Lanning accomplished this milestone during her side's ICC Women's T20 World Cup final against South Africa just yesterday. Tim Southee played a heroic knock of 73 in 49 balls in which he struck 5 fours and 6 sixes. After that innings, Tim Southee now has 82 sixes in Test cricket. With that total, he's left behind the likes of the former India skipper MS Dhoni, Sachin Tendulkar, Kapil Dev and the current Indian skipper Rohit Sharma. Max Purcell lands his second ATP Challenge title within a week as he clinched the title at the Bengaluru Open 2023 at the KSLTA Stadium just yesterday. New Zealand's wicket-keeper batter Tom Latham has crossed the 5,000-run mark in Test cricket yesterday. The batter accomplished this milestone during New Zealand's second Test against England at Wellington. He is the 7th largest scorer in the longer format. Kane Williamson reaffirmed his status as the best batter New Zealand has ever produced when he overtook long-time teammate Ross Taylor to become the Kiwis' leading test run scorer of all time. Coming up next, it's the biggest liquor-gate arrest yet as Arvind Kejriwal's deputy is placed under arrest after 8 hours of grilling. And the battle for the northeast intensifies. Meghalaya and Nagaland are polling today.
Manish Sisodia is now reached. We are getting the live picture. Sir, what do you have to say? आप यहाँ पहुँचे हैं सर. आप you are facing serious allegations sir. Serious allegations आप raise कर रहे हैं Manish Sisodia जी. सर नीचे कर दो. कहना चाहेंगे सर आप. शीशा नीचे कर दो Manish. See the picture of Manish Sisodia is now reaching here at CBI headquarters.
Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
We're breaking the story first, way ahead of any other channel. In fact, all other channels haven't even figured out what's been going on. Manish Sisodia has been arrested.
क्या खालिस्तानी सरकार है? पंजाब में क्या खालिस्तानी सरकार है? भगवान मान मिस्टर वन, will you answer the question of Republic TV? पुलिस वालों को पीटा.
Manish Sisodia is now reached. We are getting the live picture. Sir, what do you have to say? आप यहाँ पहुँचे हैं सर. आप you are facing serious allegations sir. Serious allegations आप raise कर रहे हैं Manish Sisodia जी. सर नीचे कर दो. कहना चाहेंगे सर आप. शीशा नीचे कर दो Manish. See the picture of Manish Sisodia is now reaching here at CBI headquarters.
I don't pay taxes to see these uncouth politicians send this image of Indian democracy. I don't pay taxes so they can have 45 non-stop minutes of a bloody battle. I don't pay taxes so they can kick, punch, attack, throw, and they can pin each other down and tear each other's hair. No, I don't pay taxes to hear them abuse and use the most ugly and dirty abuse at each other as they turn an elected house to a battle pitch. I don't pay taxes and you don't pay taxes so they can tear each other's clothes. I don't pay taxes to see this happen. If even tonight, after what I just showed you and what I am about to show you, if after tonight you remain quiet, then you and me and all of us will deserve this maniacal expression of democracy. We need to tell the Neta how disgusted we are and that in the name of no movement, no right or left wing so-called ideology, can you justify this? Republic will only and only be on the side of the people and we will be against the Netas when that happens. So the Netas are on notice and the Netas have a choice. Sack, apologize or face the legitimate anger of the people of India. Soros, the allegedly evil Soros, has given a lot of money to a lot of people in the Indian news and especially the Indian digital news ecosystem. These people, who we will henceforth refer to as the hashtag Soros media, are therefore very rich media. The ironical part is that these completely blemished hashtag Soros media then asks the non-Soros media ethical questions. The Soros media asks the non-Soros media. Non-Soros media tell us who owns the news. Well, I tell them, Uncle Soros owns you. These unethical members of the Soros media have been completely lying and constantly lying and saying, oh, you got to pay to keep the news free. We are so poor. We have no money. The mainstream media has money. We are broke. Help us. Please give us 100 rupees. Why 100 rupees? Should even 1 rupee be given by you?
स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के चुनाव की काउंटिंग पीसफुली हुई, लेकिन जैसे ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी को लगा कि वो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव हार रहे हैं, उन्होंने हमारी मेयर पर बुरी तरह से हमला किया।
चौथा कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का चुनाव हार चुका है, लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के कहने के ऊपर यहाँ गुंडागर्दी कर रही है।
He told you he's a threat to internal security.
Why to brandish weapon? Why it's the need of weapon when you are claiming that it's a peaceful procession which you will be carrying out?
No peace can be established without weapons. Why don't government send the state and everybody army? They just dismiss all the armies, all the weapons, dispose everything, and then ask us why do we have weapons?
For 3 months, centre and state didn't act. Now Khalistani Amritpal is on a rampage. Anarchy in Punjab, story broken on Republic.
Manish Sisodia is now reached. We are getting the live picture. Sir, what do you have to say? आप यहाँ पहुँचे हैं सर, आप you are facing serious allegations sir. Serious allegations आप face कर रहे हैं मनीष सिसोदिया जी. सर.
Hello and welcome. You're watching the day's first edition of Live and Breaking here on Republic TV as we begin the process of bringing you all the latest breaking news updates. It's a very big day in different parts of the country. Elections in 2 states in the northeast as polling has begun. We're bringing you all those updates. Also, in the national capital and in other places, big showdown is promised by the Aam Aadmi Party as Manish Sisodia, arrested by the CBI, is set to appear in court. Let's begin by taking a look at the headlines we're tracking. First and foremost, biggest liquorgate arrest yet as Kejriwal's deputy is placed under arrest after 8 hours of grilling. In the dock for Liquorgate kickback, Sisodia to be produced before the court today. But AAP continues to cry political vendetta to take to the streets in protest. Battle for Northeast intensifies. Nagaland and Meghalaya to go to polls. Big development boost for Karnataka. Prime Minister set to inaugurate a slew of projects. Yet another terror attack strikes Pakistan. 5 killed, 13 injured in Balochistan attack. And our big focus today, the biggest development so far as Delhi Liquorgate is concerned, the CBI arrested Delhi's Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia in connection with corruption in the now scrapped excise policy related to the case of alcohol on Sunday. That's yesterday. Sisodia's arrest, one of the most high-profile actions against an opposition leader, comes after that of Satyendra Jain, Delhi's then health minister, in June last year. Sisodia was arrested after nearly 8 hours of questioning on various aspects of the excise policy for 2021-22. It was later rolled back by the Delhi government. The probe agency, that's the CBI, says the new liquor policy that was implemented, that was tweaked by Sisodia under the supervision of Sisodia, suffered from various irregularities both in its formulation and implementation.
देखिए, जो बीजेपी है, जो सेंटर सरकार है, वो आम आदमी पार्टी से बुरी तरह घबराई हुई है। आम आदमी पार्टी के 10 साल के छोटे से कार्यकाल में आम आदमी पार्टी देश में सबसे तेजी से बढ़ती हुई पार्टी है। देश के लोग अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के जो उनका गुड गवर्नेंस का मॉडल है, जो दिल्ली का एजुकेशन का मॉडल है, जो मनीष सिसोदिया जी ने अच्छे तरीके से उस मॉडल को लागू किया, उससे घबराती है। दिल्ली के 20 लाख बच्चों को अच्छी शिक्षा देने का जो काम मनीष सिसोदिया जी ने किया, जो मैं समझता हूँ गरीब बच्चे, गरीब घरों के बच्चे जिनकी IIT में एडमिशन हुई, जिनकी JEE में एडमिशन हुई, मेडिकल कॉलेजों में एडमिशन हुई, जो डॉक्टर बन रहे हैं, जो इंजीनियर बन रहे हैं, जो बड़े बड़े ऑफिसर बन रहे हैं, उनसे मैं समझता हूँ बीजेपी घबराती है। क्योंकि बीजेपी नहीं चाहती कि देश के बच्चे पढ़ें, बीजेपी देश के बच्चों को अनपढ़ रखना चाहती है और इसीलिए ऐसा षड्यंत्र रखा है। मनीष सिसोदिया जी बड़े कट्टर ईमानदार व्यक्ति हैं, उनकी बिल्कुल छवि साफ है, उन्होंने कोई भी ऐसा काम नहीं किया। पर लेकिन मैं समझता हूँ बीजेपी जो है उनका मंसूबा बिल्कुल गलत है। मैं इसकी निंदा करता हूँ। मुझे पूरी आस है कि देश के लोग आने वाले समय में मनीष सिसोदिया जी को और भी आगे लेके जाएंगे। आम आदमी पार्टी और भी तेजी से आगे बढ़ रही है। इसी से घबराते हुए मैं समझता हूँ ऐसे घटिया षड्यंत्र जो है वो बीजेपी प्लान कर रही है।
मनीष इतना हाई प्रोफाइल ड्रामा कर रहे हैं, आप किसी राष्ट्रीय सत्याग्रह के लिए आपको सीबीआई ने नहीं बुलाया है, किसी आंदोलन के लिए नहीं आप जा रहे हैं, करप्शन चार्जेस का जवाब देने के लिए जा रहे हैं। और जिस तरह आप ड्रामा कर रहे हैं और अपने आप को सो कॉल्ड फ्रीडम फाइटर बनाने की बात कर रहे हैं, मैं तो हैरान था इनके एक प्रवक्ता से जब ये सुना कि हम भगत सिंह के लोग हैं। भगत सिंह के लोग बच्चों के स्कूल्स के पास शराब के ठेके नहीं खोलते, शराब माफिया के साथ मिलकर जनता को नहीं लूटते। क्या रिश्ता है आपका माफिया के साथ? देश जानना चाहता है। सतिंदर जैन अंदर है और उनके साथ आपका क्या रिश्ता है? वो मंत्री होने के बावजूद अंदर है। ये जो सतिंदर जैन, मनीष सिसोदिया जैसे नेता, करप्ट लोग, अगर आपने कुछ नहीं किया तो आप डर क्यों रहे हैं? इतना हो हल्ला क्यों किया जा रहा? ये हाई प्रोफाइल ड्रामेबाजी, जनता आपका चेहरा जानती है। इससे आपका अक्स और आपके मन का डर दोनों सामने आया।
देखिए, बड़े लंबे अरसे से सीबीआई सिसोदिया साहब के पीछे पड़ी है और सिर्फ सिसोदिया नहीं, पूरे देश में विपक्ष के खिलाफ पड़ी है। हमारा प्लीनरी सेशन है रायपुर के अंदर, वहां छापे डाले जा रहे हैं, ईडी एक्टिव हो गई है। देश के अंदर लोकतंत्र नाम की अब कोई चीज बाकी नहीं रह गई है। लोगों को ये गलतफहमी दूर कर देनी चाहिए कि हम डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री के अंदर रह रहे हैं। यहाँ पे तानाशाही है और सिसोदिया जी को अगर शाम तक गिरफ्तार किया गया तो ये भी दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण होगा।
मनीष सिसोदिया को गिरफ्तार किया गया है। आम आदमी पार्टी उनको बेचारा दिखाने की कोशिश कर रही है और यहां तक कि उनको चाचा की उपाधि देते हुए बड़े बड़े दावे किए जा रहे हैं शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में। लेकिन मैं सवाल पूछना चाहूंगा कि वो चाचा जी कहां थे जब गरीब महिलाएं रो रही थी कि उनके पति और उनके पिता दोपहर को भी शराब पीना शुरू कर दिया था क्योंकि आपने 1+1 की स्कीम लागू कर दी थी। आप तब कहां थे जब हमारी गरीब माताएं और बहनें जब जाती थी मंदिर और गुरुद्वारे में, वहां शराब के पास में ठेके खुले हुए थे क्योंकि आपने मंदिर और गुरुद्वारों के अंदर के साथ में ठेके खोल दिए थे। आप तब कहां थे जब RWA के लोग परेशान होते थे, रोते थे क्योंकि उनके मोहल्ले के अंदर आपने शराब के ठेके खोल दिए हैं और वहां पे एक कानून व्यवस्था पर आंच आई क्योंकि वहां पे लोग शराब पीने आते हैं और महिलाओं को छेड़ते थे। आप तब चाचा जी कहां थे जब स्कूल के बच्चे अपने स्कूल के साथ में खुले हुए ठेकों पर शराब पीते थे या शराब खरीदते थे? ये जो आपने किया दिल्ली को एक शराब नगरी बनाने का, दिल्ली आपको माफ नहीं करने वाली। जब शराब नगरी को आपने बढ़ा दिया, लेकिन आपने अपनी जेबें जो भरनी शुरू कर दी, जिस प्रकार से आपने बड़ा घोटाला किया, जिस प्रकार से आपने
And well, viewers, you're hearing the war of words there. Now joining us is Sambhav, my colleague. Sambhav, are you there outside the Rouse Avenue Court where Manish Sisodia is expected to be taken after his medical test? He's set to appear, and that is the reason for the massive showdown that the Aam Aadmi Party has promised. They're calling it political vendetta. It's over to you for whatever information you can give us right now.
Yes. In this Delhi excise policy case, a big arrest happened in the form of Delhi's Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia yesterday evening. And today, most likely he would be produced here in the Rouse Avenue Court complex in New Delhi. And speaking of the deployment here in the whole area, as this Rouse Avenue Court is at Deen Dayal Upadhyay Marg, where the Aam Aadmi Party's office as well as there is BJP's office on the Deen Dayal Upadhyay Marg. Heavy force deployment is seen at Deen Dayal Upadhyay Marg at outside Aam Aadmi Party's office, where police personnel and CRPF personnel are seen marching on the roads and keeping in view of the security around this whole area. And in between is the Rouse Avenue Court. Speaking of this whole Delhi excise policy case, this all happened in 2022, wherein the Delhi Lieutenant Governor has recommended a CBI probe, post which CBI and after that Enforcement Directorate started the probe in this whole matter. I've been tracking this Delhi excise policy case in this very same Rouse Avenue Court, wherein a special CBI judge M.K. Nagpal is hearing the whole matter. The first arrest happened in August in the form of Vijay Nair, and since then arrest after arrest happened, and different raids happened in different states of the country, including Andhra Pradesh, different locations in Delhi, Hyderabad, and many businessmen, liquor traders have been arrested in this so far. In few of the names, if I may say, Samir Mahindru, Abhishek Bonpalli, and Vijay Nair, of course, and now it's Manish Sisodia. And who is gonna be next? Still the probe is unfolding, and it is to be seen who is gonna be the next in this line in Delhi excise policy case. This Delhi excise policy case, as per the CBI and Enforcement Directorate's charge sheets filed in this Rouse Avenue Court in Special CBI Judge M.K. Nagpal's court, the basic allegations are, I mean, certain kinds of kickbacks being paid to officials and AAP leaders indirectly, and somewhere it fueled Goa Assembly election. This is one of the arguments of Enforcement Directorate inside Rouse Avenue Court when they asked for the
these are the allegations. But when we talk about what we are expecting to happen in the court today, the CBI we hear is likely to press for at least 10 days of remand, in which we are expecting that, you know, probably the CBI will be questioning him further. But coming to Anuj now, who's joining me from the ground there. Anuj, is the people of Delhi, we have to ask, what do they think about this massive showdown and the recent developments so far as on the part of the Aam Aadmi Party always having presented itself? What happens to its clean image? Give us your perspective. What is the man on the street in the national capital thinking today? And viewers, so you've heard it. Those are the allegations. Sambhav Sharma, my colleague, telling you about all the allegations that have been leveled in this massive scam that has exploded.
Let's shift focus now to other top stories. Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been arrested by the CBI and will be presented in court today. The Aam Aadmi Party leader was arrested on Sunday evening in connection with alleged corruption in the implementation of a new liquor policy in Delhi. Aam Aadmi Party to hit the roads and stage protests across India. The protest is against the arrest of Delhi Deputy CM Manish Sisodia in connection with alleged Delhi liquor excise policy case. Party is also set to stage protests at the BJP's headquarters at the Deen Dayal Upadhyay Marg in the national capital at around 12 p.m. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is to be in Karnataka today to inaugurate an airport in Shivamogga, several other development projects as well. Prime Minister's one-day tour of pole-bound Karnataka will see a series of new projects being launched in Shivamogga and Belagavi districts, including smart city projects, railways and road projects, rural water connectivity projects under Jal Jeevan Mission in Shivamogga and Belagavi districts. Prime Minister also set to release 2,000 rupees each to farmers under PM Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme. In an event at Belagavi today, 11th and 12th installments under the scheme were given in May and October last year. With the release of the 13th installment, government continues commitment to support India's farmers, help them achieve their livelihood goals. Voting to elect a new government in single-phase Nagaland Assembly polls began in 59 constituencies at 7 this morning. Amid tight security, electoral fates of 183 candidates of various parties will be sealed as voting will continue till 4 p.m. today. Voting for Meghalaya Assembly elections began amid tight security at 7 a.m. Before voting, mock polls were conducted. In the constituencies, polling is being held across 59 assembly seats in the state. Voting will continue till 4 in the evening. 4-week budget session of Maharashtra Assembly scheduled to be held from today to continue till March 25th. Budget will be presented on March 9th. Horrific accident on Yamuna Expressway. Double-decker bus en route to Bihar overturns after colliding with divider. According to police, 3 passengers dead, 40 injured. 12 are in critical condition. Police further added that relief and rescue work has been initiated as we speak, while the injured have been rushed to hospital. In a major revelation in the Bhiwani killings, Rajasthan police say the report of the forensic lab has confirmed that the charred bodies and blood stains found in the SUV recovered from a cow shelter in Haryana's Jind were of Junaid and Nasir. The bodies of Rajasthan's Bharatpur-based men who were abducted were found inside a vehicle in Haryana's Bhiwani on the 16th of February. Families of the deceased allege they were beaten and murdered by members of the Bajrang Dal. And breaking news coming in, viewers, it's a fresh provocation. Pro-Khalistan graffiti was found painted outside the SDM's office in Punjab's Bhagapurana. Pro-Khalistani group Seeks for Justice has claimed responsibility for this once again. Investigations, however, are still underway in the case. Joining me is my colleague Amandeep to take you through this. Another shocking incident of graffiti being painted outside. We believe this is the SDM's office. Amandeep, it's over to you to take us through what this is. What does the graffiti say? The Seeks for Justice has claimed responsibility, we hear.
Well, absolutely, Rukma, absolutely. This time, SDM office has been targeted by pro-Khalistani groups, especially by Sikh for Justice. And in fact, the graffitis that has been written outside the SDM's office in Baga Purana mentions a new thing, a message for the G20 foreign ministers. And in fact, they are trying to give the message that this time Punjab is not a part of India. This is the message that has been written outside SGM's office. And in fact, now the police is further investigating the entire case, that who all are involved in writing these graffitis outside SDM office. Just because Sikhs for Justice has already claimed the responsibility, Gurpatwant Singh Pannu has released a video claiming the responsibility, but who all are on the ground, who are actually carrying out these kinds of anti-national activities in Punjab. And in fact, they this time they have given a new message that Punjab is not a part of India and stay away G20 leaders. The G20 foreign ministers, this message has been for especially for them also. But now the police is trying to investigate the case. They are questioning nearby the people, and they are also questioning the staff and the security guard of the SDM office that who came in the midnight. And meanwhile, they have also removed the graffitis outside SDM's office as well. But this is nothing new, Rukma. This is nothing new in Punjab. That every second day, the Pakistans are sending the drones. Every second day, the Sikh for Justice organization is taking the responsibility for graffitis outside the government offices, mentioning the pro-Khalistani slogans. Every second day, there is a Khalistani movement in Punjab. What all is happening on the ground is very much uncertain in Punjab. Yes.
Well, many thanks, Amandeep, for enlightening us on that and for bringing to us all those details regarding this. Another shocking case, this time in Baga Purana, outside the SDM's office. A message from Khalistani supporters seeks for justice. Graffiti outside the SDM's office. Amandeep there, many thanks for joining us. Let's move on now to other top stories. Coming up, battle for Northeast intensifies. Nagaland and Meghalaya are polling today.
$11,000 placements last year. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
Soros, the allegedly evil Soros, has given a lot of money to a lot of people in the Indian news and especially the Indian digital news ecosystem. These people, who we will henceforth refer to as the hashtag Soros media, are therefore very rich media. The ironical part is that these completely blemished hashtag Soros media then asks the non-Soros media ethical questions. The Soros media asks the non-Soros media tell us who owns the news. Well, I tell them, Uncle Soros owns you. These unethical members of the Soros media have been completely lying and constantly lying and saying, oh, you got to pay to keep the news free. We are so poor, we have no money, the mainstream media has money, we are broke, help us, please give us 100 rupees. Why 100 rupees? Should even 1 rupee be given by you?
Manish Sisodia is now reached. We are getting the live picture. Sir, what do you have to say? आप यहाँ पहुँचे हैं सर. You are facing serious allegations. Serious allegations आप raise कर रहे हैं Manish Sisodia जी. सर नीचे कर दो. कहना चाहेंगे सर आप. नीचे कर दो Manish. See the picture of Manish is now reaching here at CBI headquarters.
Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
We're breaking the story first, way ahead of any other channel. In fact, all other channels haven't even figured out what's been going on. Manish Sisodia has been arrested.
क्या खालिस्तानी सरकार है पंजाब में? क्या खालिस्तानी सरकार है भगवान? Mr. Man, will you answer the question of Republic TV? पुलिस वालों को पीटा.
पिक्चर सब ऑडियो उसने आप यहाँ पहुंचे हैं सर, आप यू आर फेसिंग सीरियस एलिगेशन सर, सीरियस एलिगेशन आप रेज कर रहे हैं मनीष सिसोदिया जी। सर नीचे कर दो, सर आप नीचे कर दो मनीष is now reaching here at CBI headquarters.
I don't pay taxes to see these uncouth politicians send this image of Indian democracy. I don't.
Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
We're breaking the story first, way ahead of any other channel. In fact, all other channels haven't even figured out what's been going on. Manish Sisodia has been arrested.
Welcome back. You're watching Live and Breaking, and around 50 assembly constituencies, each in Meghalaya and Nagaland, are polling today. Polls for one seat in Meghalaya has been deferred following the death of a candidate, while in Nagaland, BJP candidate Kazeto Kinimi was re-elected unopposed from Akuluto constituency after his only opponent withdrew his candidature. Both Meghalaya and Nagaland have 60 seats each.
I'm a voter from this polling station, and I'm here to exercise my right to cast vote for the candidate which I want to be elected from our constituency. Yeah, I think the interests within the people, I mean within the voters, are very high, because actually this 2 days through, when we exercise our franchise, we'll be selecting the next government who will be forming next government who will be ruling the state in the next 5 years.
हाँ, इस बार जो इलेक्शन है बहुत सब सातुरा में तो स्पेशली बहुत उत्सुक है, सभी वोट डालेगा और परसेंटेज भी बढ़ेगा इस बार। तो ये सब हम लोग का प्रधानमंत्री जी भी आया है और हम लोग का जो चीफ मिनिस्टर था कर्नाटक भी बहुत डेवलप किया हुआ है, इसलिए कॉन्टेस्ट तो बहुत बड़ा होगा।
Indeed, it is a big day for us because election comes after every 5 years only. So hopefully, best party wins. No, that's it.
It is also the good sign that more people are coming out to cast their votes.
Hardly we see people in the morning to cast their votes, but this year I think it's different for us because there's so many people out here already early in the morning, early in the 7 o'clock. So it's a big day for every one of us, I guess.
Viewers, we're reporting outside the Rouse Avenue Court where the Deputy CM of Delhi, Manish Sisodia, he will be produced very soon in just a few hours from now. We'll get to all the details. Remember, the arrest came in the back of the charges against him in the liquor policy. Stay tuned to India's #1 news channel. We continue to get you the top updates here.
11,000 placements last year. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
We're breaking the story first, way ahead of any other channel. In fact, all other channels haven't even figured out what's been going on. Manish Sisodia has been arrested.
He told you he's a threat to internal security.
Why to brandish weapon? Why it's the need of weapon when you are claiming that it's a peaceful procession which you will be carrying out?
No peace can be established without weapons. Why don't governments and the state and everybody, army, they just dismiss all the armies, all the weapons, dispose everything, and then ask us why do we have weapons?
For 3 months, center and state didn't act. Now Khalistani Amritpal is on a rampage. Anarchy in Punjab, story broken on Republic.
Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
We're breaking the story first, way ahead of any other channel. In fact, all other channels haven't even figured out what's been going on. Manish Sisodia has been arrested.
क्या खालिस्तानी सरकार है? पंजाब में क्या खालिस्तानी सरकार है? भगवान लाल मिस्टर वन, will you answer the question of Republic TV? पुलिस वालों को पीटा।
स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के चुनाव की काउंटिंग पीसफुली हुई, लेकिन जैसे ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी को लगा कि वो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव हार रहे हैं, उन्होंने हमारी मेयर पर बुरी तरह से हमला किया।
चौथा कैंडिडेट सोरोस, the allegedly evil Soros, has given a lot of money to a lot of people in the Indian news and especially the Indian digital news ecosystem. These people, who we will henceforth refer to as the hashtag Soros media, are therefore very rich media. The ironical part is that these completely blemished hashtag Soros media then asks the non-Soros media ethical questions. The Soros media asks the non-Soros media, non-Soros media tell us who owns the news. Well, I tell them, Uncle Soros owns you. These unethical members of the Soros media have been completely lying and constantly lying and saying, oh, you got to pay to keep the news free. We are so poor, we have no money, the mainstream media has money, we are broke, help us, please give us 100 rupees. Why 100 rupees? Should even 1 rupee be given by you?
A very good morning. We start with the top headlines this morning. Biggest liquorgate arrest yet as Kejriwal's deputy is placed under arrest after 8 hours of grilling. In the dock for liquorgate kickback, Sisodia to be produced before court today. In the dock for liquorgate kickback, Sisodia to be produced before court today. But AAP continues to cry political vendetta to take to the streets in protest. Battle for Northeast intensifies. Nagaland and Meghalaya to go to polls today. Big development boost to Karnataka. Prime Minister set to inaugurate mega projects in the state. Yet another terror attack strikes Pakistan. 5 killed and 13 injured in Balochistan attack. All right, it's going to be an action-packed Monday today. The AAP is planning to stage a country-wide protest today. Remember, this comes just a day after Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia was taken into the custody after 8 hours of interrogation, which happened on Sunday. So, of course, the AAP calling it a vendetta of sorts by the BJP, by the central agency. They're also planning to carry out country-wide protest, calling it a black day today. Let's go across to Shivangi, who's there outside the court to get us all the latest. Shivangi, we can see massive police deployment in several locations in the national capital. What is happening from where you are reporting at this stage, and what can we expect today in terms of development in this case?
Well, good morning, Samiksha, and all our viewers. And like you rightly said, it's a super Monday when it comes to news, because we're going to see many developments. The biggest arrest in the liquor policy has happened, Samiksha. That is the arrest of Deputy CM of Delhi, Manish Sisodia. His name was the #1 accused in the CBI FIR when this entire issue first came to the fore. Right now, I'm reporting outside the Rouse Avenue Court. Now, Rouse Avenue Court is where Manish Sisodia will be produced shortly in a few hours' time. Remember that Manish Sisodia was arrested after 8 hours of questioning for criminal conspiracy and intent to defraud under the Indian Penal Code and the Prevention of Corruption Act. So right now we are outside gate number 5 of the Rouse Avenue Court, and we'll be of course waiting for more details to come in when he will be produced. We are expecting that the CBI will ask for 14-day custody of Manish Sisodia. We also believe that he will be produced after lunch. So that's the detail that we have got for you right now. Still waiting, of course, for more information to trickle in. But these two things are going to happen. That is, Manish Sisodia will be produced in court in just a few hours from now. We'll get you all the details from ground. But let's talk about what happened yesterday. Manish Sisodia was arrested after multiple hours of questioning, and this has to do with the Delhi liquor policy, where a lot of corruption, a lot of loose ends were found by the investigating agencies when it comes to the Delhi liquor policy. And as my current person shows you, the court where Manish Sisodia will be coming in just a short while. Let's talk about this liquor policy. So this liquor policy was aimed at ending black marketing and liquor mafia in India, in Delhi in fact, but it didn't turn out like that, because what happened was that the excise department withdrew discounts. They'd given discounts. Some people were being favored. Some private players were being favored. They tried to keep out government vendors from getting into the liquor sales here in Delhi. So multiple charges against Manish Sisodia. Not just Manish Sisodia, but there are many other associates of his who have come under the radar when it comes to the Delhi liquor policy case. And of course, right now we know that multiple people, multiple businessmen, even some other people associated with the Delhi liquor case. There were multiple names in the CBI FIR when it first was out, and Manish Sisodia was the #1 accused. Remember that there were a couple of raids which had taken place in Manish Sisodia's residence when this entire issue first came out in the open. The raids happened for multiple hours, the entire day. Not just him, there were multiple raids all across India in multiple cities. So it's even though it's a Delhi liquor case, it's started off from Delhi, but the web of the excise policy, the kind of corruption that has been alleged against Manish Sisodia and his associates, Samiksha, it's very grave, and that is why we saw that arrest which happened yesterday. It's a very, very big arrest. The Deputy CM of Delhi has been arrested on these kind of charges. We'll get you all the details from here. After a short while, Manish Sisodia expected to be produced in court. Samiksha.
All right, Shivangi, there outside the court. Remember, Manish Sisodia is going to be presented before the Rouse Avenue Court today. We have Anuj as well, who's reporting from outside the AAP office. Anuj, if you can take us through the line of questioning which happened yesterday. We understand that he was, of course, grilled for 8 hours, but he remained evasive when he was questioned on those, the allegations that have been made against him. Take us through that line of questioning, and what can we expect today in terms of development in the case?
Well, if we talk about the development, Samiksha, first let me give you a sense from where I'm reporting. There the heavy deployment of the police could be clearly seen. We'll remain with the visuals while we are talking. Let me tell you that if we talk about yesterday, then yes, it was around 8 hours when Manish Sisodia was grilled by CBI. If we talk about the line of questioning, then yes, this has been stated that Manish Sisodia was not cooperating when CBI was investigating the matter. Later, what has been stated that there were some office bearer, some bureaucrat who has given the statement under 164, and after that only this initiative, this investigation has been taken ahead. That's something what we have been told. On the other hand, there is some South lobby link which is also coming in light. So all these were the questioning, all these were the question which was asked by CBI yesterday. There, if we talk about today, then all these points will be put up in the Rouse Avenue Court when Manish Sisodia is going to be produced in the court. Whereas this is again going to be a mega show of strength by Aam Aadmi Party. The police at this point in time is very much prepared to control rather the law and order situation. I'll ask my video journalist to once again give you a sense from the area. And on my left is the Aam Aadmi Party office, and this is the police deployment. There the discussion is going on that what exactly it has to be done. On the other hand, let me tell you, let me also try and give a sense from where I am reporting, where Rouse Avenue Court is and where Bharatiya Janata Party office is. So if we'll go straight toward this road, I'll ask my video journalist to come a bit ahead. Then let me tell you, on my right is the Aam Aadmi Party office. On my right again, if we walk around half a kilometer, this is going to be Rouse Avenue Court, and after that more half a kilometer, this is going to be Bharatiya Janata Party national headquarters, Bharatiya Janata Party head office. On my left, so this is Deen Dayal Upadhyay Marg from where I am reporting at this point in time. Behind me, the visuals are speaking themselves that how the police are going to take care of the things. Barricading will be done, the traffic diversion will be done. That is something what we have been told. On my left, again, I'll ask my video journalist Hitesh to show you that is the Aam Aadmi Party office. And there the discussion is going on that how exactly it has to be done. Whereas if we talk about the political ramification of the same, then let me tell you, this was more than 10 press conferences which was done yesterday by Aam Aadmi Party office and the Aam Aadmi Party netas, whereas the BJP has done the counter pressure. This is expected today also, but this is going to be mega showdown, mega show of strength by the Aam Aadmi Party. The Aam Aadmi Party karyakartas and the leaders are going to assemble over here. The time given is of 12 when they are going to protest on this very road. But prior to that, we are seeing that how the police is trying to control the situation, and they are ready with the route diversion, with the preparation that how exactly it has to be done. But we will wait and watch what exactly is going to happen in the court today, because this is going to be very, very important. If we talk about CBI, then we have been told that CBI is going to look for 10 days custody. We will see what exactly the court is going to give. But on the other hand, this is going to be the battery of lawyers, what I have been told, who will be providing the investigating matter that till now what exactly has been investigated by the CBI, by the agency, and why do they need the police custody, the custody in the CBI headquarters, so that they can interrogate the matter ahead, they can investigate the matter ahead. And as Manish Sisodia is the Deputy Chief Minister, so there is going to be a point, if he would be given the bail, then he can influence the witnesses, or he can influence the matter in term of investigation. That is something which is going to be the main point by the CBI, that why they are looking for the police custody. They are going to investigate him. This is expected that Manish Sisodia can be taken to a number of places, because let me remind you, when it had started, when CBI registered the case, CBI has searched multiple locations. So this is again going to be the repetition of the same. When the dots has been already connected, when the testimonies has been given, when the statement has been already recorded under 164, now this is going to be the next level. Now this is going to be the next course of action when we are talking about CBI. Let me tell you that Manish Sisodia was said to be the main accused in the FIR which was registered by CBI. So there, now the CBI has already connected the dots. They are looking into the irregularities. Let me tell you, this is about the excise policy which was implemented by Aam Aadmi Party back in 2017. A year has been taken. That is something which has been alleged by Aam Aadmi Party, but CBI hasn't got anything. This is the line which has been taken by Aam Aadmi Party. Whereas the CBI is prepared with the proof, prepared with the things how they will go ahead, and that is something what we had seen yesterday. Let me also remind you, yes, Yes, back to you.
Anuj, of course, getting us that crucial piece of information that the CBI is going to be seeking at least 10 days custody of the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia. Remember, he was arrested last evening at around 7:15 p.m. And of course, Republic was the first channel to get you that news break of the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister's arrest at exactly 7:18 p.m. Shivangi, of course, continues to be with us, reporting live from outside the Rouse Avenue Court, where Manish Sisodia is going to be produced in some while from now. Shivangi, do we know exact time as to when can we expect Manish Sisodia to be taken for that medical examination, after which he's going to be produced before the court? And also for our viewers, if you can take us through the timeline of this case right from the point when Manish Sisodia was first interrogated last year in October.
Right, Samiksha. So basically right now, like you said, there will be a medical examination which will take place. Now we know that usually when a case like this happens, when they produce outside the Rouse Avenue Court, the hearings happen around 2 p.m. or we could say post-lunch. So the medical examination will happen before that. So that is the timeline when it comes to the medical examination and the actual hearing in the court. Also, Samiksha, is very important to note that 2 p.m. is the time, but it's very important to note that when cases like this happen, the medical examination is necessary before accused is produced in court. So if you go on the timeline, maybe it could happen just an hour or two before the actual hearing takes place. So that is the court right now. And talking about the timeline, I just come to that. I just want to tell our viewers which sections have been put against Manish Sisodia. He was arrested under sections 120B, criminal conspiracy, 477A, intent to defraud of the Indian Penal Code, IPC, section 7 of the Prevention of Corruption Act. So basically there are two of them, intent to defraud and criminal conspiracy. These two are very, very grave allegations which have been put on Manish Sisodia. That is the IPC and, like I said, the Prevention of Corruption Act. Now, talking about corruption is what Manish Sisodia has been accused of. And as a person, as a deputy CM, as a second in command of a national capital, that is something very, very concerning. The very, very grave allegations, because for a person of somebody who's a deputy CM to be arrested, there has to be something very serious. The Delhi excise policy is something very serious, Samiksha. If all of you are watching, let's tell you exactly what happened in a very easy way. So basically, there was a Delhi excise policy. They tried to change the policy. What they tried to do, they tried to keep the government out of selling liquor in Delhi. They tried to get in private players, but there was some corruption which was alleged there. So basically the corruption was that these private players could set the MRP of the liquor to whatever they wanted. And that meant that people had to pay more. 27% of profit, 27% repeat of profit had come from the liquor, from the sale of liquor. So massive.
All right, Shivangi and Anuj, requesting you to stay with us. So Shivangi getting us all those live updates from outside the Rouse Avenue Court, and Anuj, of course, getting us all those updates from outside the AAP headquarters. Remember, a lot of AAP workers are already present inside the AAP office, camping inside since last night. Of course, Manish Sisodia was arrested last night at 7:15 p.m. We'd slip into a very short break for now, but on the other side, we'll continue with our news breaks and top stories. Big development boost to Karnataka. Prime Minister set to inaugurate mega projects. And yet another terror attack strikes Pakistan. 5 killed and 13 injured in Balochistan attack.
He told you he's a threat to internal security.
Why to brandish weapon? Why it's the need of weapon when you are claiming that it's a peaceful procession which you will be carrying out?
No peace can be established without weapons. Why don't governments and the state and everybody, army, they just dismiss all the armies, all the weapons, dispose everything, and then ask us why do we have weapons?
For 3 months, center and state didn't act. Now Khalistani Amritpal is on a rampage. Anarchy in Punjab, story broken on Republic.
Manish Sisodia is now reached. We are getting the live picture. Sir, what do you have to say? आप यहाँ पहुँचे हैं सर. You are facing serious allegations. Serious allegations आप face कर रहे हैं Manish Sisodia जी. is now reaching here at CBI headquarters.
He told you he's a threat to internal security.
Why to brandish weapon? Why it's the need of weapon when you are claiming that it's a peaceful procession which you will be carrying out?
No peace can be established without weapons. Why don't governments and the state and everybody, army, they just dismiss all the armies, all the weapons, dispose everything, and then ask us why do we have weapons?
For 3 months, center and state didn't act. Now Khalistani Amritpal is on a rampage. Anarchy in Punjab, story broken on Republic.
Soros, the allegedly evil Soros, has given a lot of money to a lot of people in the Indian news and especially the Indian digital news ecosystem. These people, who we will henceforth refer to as the hashtag Soros media, are therefore very rich media. The ironical part is that these completely blemished hashtag Soros media then asks the non-Soros media ethical questions. The Soros media asks the non-Soros media, tell us who owns the news. Well, I tell them, Uncle Soros owns you. These unethical members of the Soros media have been completely lying and constantly lying and saying, oh, you got to pay to keep the news free. We are so poor, we have no money, the mainstream media has money, we are broke, help us, please give us 100 rupees. Why 100 rupees? Should even 1 rupee be given by you?
Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
We're breaking the story first, way ahead of any other channel. In fact, all other channels haven't even figured out what's been going on. My Manish Sisodia has been arrested.
He told you he's a threat to internal security.
Why to brandish weapon? Why it's the need of weapon when you are claiming that it's a peaceful procession which you will be carrying out?
No peace can be established without weapons. Why don't governments and the state and everybody, army, they just dismiss all the armies, all the weapons, dispose everything, and then ask us why do we have weapons?
For 3 months, center and state didn't act. Now Khalistani Amritpal is on a rampage. Anarchy in Punjab, story broken on Republic.
Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
We're breaking the story first, way ahead of any other channel. In fact, all other channels haven't even figured out what's been going on. My Manish Sisodia has been arrested.
Soros, the allegedly evil Soros, has given a lot of money to a lot of people in the Indian news and especially the Indian digital news ecosystem. These people, who we will henceforth refer to as the hashtag Soros media, are therefore very rich media. The ironical part is that these completely blemished hashtag Soros media then asks the non-Soros media ethical questions. The Soros media asks the non-Soros media, tell us who owns the news. Well, I tell them, Uncle Soros owns you. These unethical members of the Soros media have been completely lying and constantly lying and saying, oh, you got to pay to keep the news free. We are so poor, we have no money, the mainstream media has money, we are broke, help us, please give us 100 rupees. Why 100 rupees? Should even 1 rupee be given by you?
Manish Sisodia is now reached. We are getting the last.
Now, news coming in from Nagaland, where the polling is underway. We understand that an accident which happened in the Wokha district of Nagaland this morning, in which one person was killed and 13 others were injured as a bus carrying polling and security personnel fell from the hill into the jungle in the Wokha district of Nagaland. So, unfortunate news coming in from Nagaland, where the polling is underway at this stage. This incident which happened, a road accident which claimed life of one person and 13 others were also injured as the bus that was carrying the polling and the security personnel fell from the hill into the jungle. We have Anuradha, who's reporting live from Nagaland. Anuradha, if you could give us more details on this unfortunate incident to have happened early this morning. Anuradha, if you can hear us, if you could give us more details on what exactly happened that resulted in one person losing his life and 13 others who were injured in this accident. All right, we seem to have lost that connection, but remember this news, unfortunate news coming in from Nagaland, where the polling is underway at this stage. This incident which happened in the Wokha district of Nagaland, in which a bus that was carrying a polling and security personnel fell into a jungle in the Wokha district this morning. Anuradha is back with us. Anuradha, give us more details on this accident which happened.
Yes, Samiksha, in fact, as the polling is almost peaceful, however, one untoward incident has been reported, which is that of an accident that has been reported from Wokha district, and we are yet to get all the updates regarding this accident, but several security personnel have been injured. This is what we are getting to know as of now, Samiksha.
Anuradha, also to get a quick update from you on the voter turnout till now in the key constituencies in Nagaland.
Yes, BRICS polling has been updated from across the 59 constituencies of Nagaland, where the fate of 183 candidates will be decided by over 13 lakh electorate today. And as we report from a polling station in Kohima village, which also happens to be the home village of incumbent Chief Minister Nefurio, and in a short while from now he will be coming here to cast his vote to exercise his franchisee. People have turned out in a large number and they are waiting for their turn to cast their vote. In fact, many people are sitting outside the polling station, whereas some are there in the queue to cast their vote. We would also like to get some voices, particularly from the women folk here,
yes,
who have come out in large number. আমি খান লগা আপোনাৰ পৰা জানিব বিচাৰিছে এই লগা ইলেকশ্যনতে কি ইস্যুজ নিমিত্তে আপোনালোকে ভোট দিছে ইস্যুজ খান লগা কি কি আছে
আইও জো সুপুন সিমমু
কি কি ইস্যুজ লগা নিমিত্তে ভোট দিছে ইস্যুজ লগা কি কি আছে
কিনা কই দিব না মই চুপ কইছবা কি কোৱা
কি ইস্যুজ নিমিত্তে ভোট দিছে ইলেকশ্যনতে কি কি ইস্যুজ আছে
পুলানিয়া পুলা ইলেকশ্যন জিতিব নিবিৰে
They are reluctant to speak when it comes to speaking on the camera. However, while interacting off camera, several people out here have told us that even though there are many issues on which these elections are being fought, some of the key issues include the issue of the Eastern Nagaland issue, which has been raised by the ENPO, and on the other hand, the issue of inner line permit, as well as the Naga peace talks.
Anuradha, I'll have to interrupt you there. Yes, we'll come right back to you after a very short break. So Anuradha, they are reporting live from Chaichema as Nagaland and Meghalaya go to polls today and the voting is underway. A very short break, but on the other side we'll get you the latest on the Liquor Gate case, as the biggest arrest has been made as Kejriwal's deputy is now placed under arrest after 8 hours of grilling. And in the dock for Liquor Gate kickback, Sisodia to be produced before court today.
खालिस्तानी सरकार है पंजाब में क्या खालिस्तानी सरकार है भगवान लाल? Mr. Man, will you answer the question of Republic TV? पुलिस वालों को पीटा।
स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के चुनाव की काउंटिंग पीसफुली हुई, लेकिन जैसे ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी को लगा कि वो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव हार रहे हैं, उन्होंने हमारी मेयर पर बुरी तरह से हमला किया।
चौथा कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का चुनाव हार चुका है, लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के कहने के ऊपर यहाँ गुंडागर्दी कर रही है।
खालिस्तानी सरकार है पंजाब में क्या खालिस्तानी सरकार है भगवान लाल? मिस्टर मान, विल यू आंसर द क्वेश्चन ऑफ रिपब्लिक टीवी? पुलिस वालों को पीटा।
I don't pay taxes to see these uncouth politicians send this image of Indian democracy. I don't pay taxes so they can have 45 non-stop minutes of a bloody battle. I don't pay taxes so they can kick, punch, attack, throw, and they can pin each other down and tear each other's hair. No, I don't pay taxes to hear them abuse and use the most ugly and dirty abuse at each other as they turn an elected house to a battle pitch. I don't pay taxes and you don't pay taxes so they can tear each other's clothes. I don't pay taxes to see this happen. If even tonight, after what I just showed you and what I am about to show you, if after tonight you remain quiet, then you and me and all of us will deserve this maniacal expression of democracy. We need to tell the Neta how disgusted we are and that in the name of no movement, no right or left wing so-called ideology can you justify this. Republic will only and only be on the side of the people and we will be against the Netas when that happens. So the Netas are on notice and the Netas have a choice. Sack, apologize or face the legitimate anger of the people of India.
Manish Sisodia is now reached. We are getting the live pictures. Sir, what do you have to say? आप यहाँ पहुँचे हैं सर, आप you are facing serious allegations sir. Serious allegations आप raise कर रहे हैं मनीष सिसोदिया जी। सर नीचे कर दो, सर आप शीशा नीचे कर दो मनीष। See the picture of Manish Sisodia is now reached.
Good morning and welcome. You are watching Live and Breaking on Republic TV. I'm Nupur Talwar Suri. To begin with the headlines that we're tracking here at 10 o'clock this morning. It's the biggest liquorgate arrest as yet as Kejriwal's deputy is placed under arrest after 8 hours of grilling. In the dock for Liquorgate kickbacks, Manish Sisodia will be produced before court. But the Aam Aadmi Party continues to cry political vendetta to take to the streets in protest. Battle for the Northeast intensifies. Nagaland and Meghalaya go to polls. It's a big development boost to Karnataka. Prime Minister Modi is set to inaugurate huge projects. Yet another attack strikes Pakistan. 5 people are killed, 13 injured in Baluchistan. Well, after 7 hours of being grilled by the CBI yesterday, Delhi's Deputy Chief Minister and the Education Minister Manish Sisodia was arrested by the CBI. Now, he will, of course, be produced before court today. we are given to understand that his medical checkup and him being produced to court will happen any moment now. Do remember that Sisodia's arrest, one of the most high-profile actions against an opposition leader, comes after that of Satyendra Jain, Delhi's health minister, in June last year. Now, Sisodia was arrested after nearly 8 hours of questioning on various aspects of the excise policy for 21-22, which the probe agency says suffered from irregularities both in its formulation and its implementation, allegedly intended to benefit people with links to the Aam Aadmi Party. Now, we are also given to understand that the Aam Aadmi Party will be staging huge protests in New Delhi. Since yesterday, of course, we have seen how the Aam Aadmi Party has said that this is political vendetta and nothing else. Now, just to give our viewers what the CBI seems to suggest, the CBI investigators which have been looking into the liquor policy of Delhi say that they are not satisfied with Manish Sisodia's answers. An official has said that, adding that he's not cooperating in the probe and has avoided clarifications that have been sought on crucial points by the investigative agency. Abhishek Kapoor, our senior executive editor, also joining us right now on the broadcast. Abhishek, obviously there are going to be two aspects to this. One is the investigation part of it, which the agencies are doing, but politically it's quite another part. Now, politically, how significant do you think this arrest is going to mean for the Aam Aadmi Party? Do remember, of course, that, Arvind Kejriwal does rely very heavily on Manish Sisodia. So, in that sense, obviously, it's going to be a big blow, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he's deputy in the party effectively and the government, and obviously, but then politics has been ahead of the investigation, it seems. In Nupur, I was a little bemused that at around 11 or 11:30 in the morning yesterday, Arvind Kejriwal tweeted that we will take care of your wife, you are going to be arrested. So, more than the CBI, the Aam Aadmi Party has been building up the case. So, for example, CBI questioned Manish Sisodia for 8 hours and then went ahead and arrested him and then released a statement saying that this is what we have done, these are the questions we asked, this is the kind of response we got, and it seems there is something to hide. That's why we are going ahead and arresting him, and obviously he would have to be produced, as our reporters are there on the ground, before a court. A court of law would determine whether a custodial questioning is in order in case of non-cooperation as alleged by the CBI, and then things would move forward. But then in the case of the Aam Aadmi Party, we saw how yesterday Arvind Kejriwal, and they have been saying it for a while, Manish Sisodia has been claiming that he would be arrested. Arvind Kejriwal has been claiming that Manish Sisodia would be arrested. So they see in this an opportunity to continue politics by other means. Having said that, protests are panning out wherever Aam Aadmi Party is present, but then all eyes as of now on the Rouse Avenue Court, and we can go to Shivangi, I believe she's there, and understand exactly what's going to be the position. Also, Harsha, I believe she's at the CBI. Nupur, if you can go to them and understand what's going to be the position of CBI, because if they need custodial interrogation, they have to present a remand paper and explain to the court why that questioning in custody is needed.
Oh yes, absolutely, Abhishek. Very interestingly, as you're pointing out, it's not the first time that Aam Aadmi Party has talked about his arrest. Right, I think before the MCD elections were held in Delhi, there was that constant rant that they were on saying, he's going to be arrested any minute now. But as you said, let's quickly go across right now to Shivangi at the Rouse Avenue Court. Shivangi, give us a sense of the timelines that are involved. Of course, he will have to have a health checkup, and thereafter he, comes to court. So just take our viewers through what we're expecting.
Very good morning to you, Nupur. Good morning, Abhishek, and all our viewers are watching Republic TV this Monday. So it's going to be back-to-back developments coming in, and Deputy CM of Delhi arrested yesterday. Very, very grave charges against him.
Yes.
He will be produced in court.
Yes, stay with us, just to tell our viewers, pictures on your screen are of protests that are being staged by the Aam Aadmi Party. This is outside the BJP headquarters. I understand there you can see it. Senior leadership of the AAP already there. All right, so this is not outside the BJP headquarters, I beg your pardon. This is outside the police station where he's been detained. So there you can see it. Leaders over there protesting. Let's quickly, I think for this one, go across to Anuj. He has been covering the Aam Aadmi Party's reaction to this. Anuj, You know, we were expecting protests like this one to break out for the Aam Aadmi Party to make as much political capital as they can of this.
Well, exactly, Nupur. This is going to be at 12, what we have been told. This is going to be a mega show of strength again by the Aam Aadmi Party. But the visuals, what we are getting, let me tell you, as you also pointed it out very rightly, this is from the police station. Let me tell you, these are the Aam Aadmi Party leaders and the Karyakartas who were detained from CBI yesterday, and they are still at the police station. So they are protesting right outside the police station, but inside the premises. This is Sanjay Singh, who is over there. This is the other Karyakartas of Aam Aadmi Party who are protesting at the police station. They are detained yet. On the other hand, if we talk about the Aam Aadmi Party office, where I am standing at the Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Marg, just before the Rouse Avenue Court and the Bharatiya Janata Party headquarters, let me give you the sense what is happening on the ground over here also. I'll ask my video journalist to once give you the sense of the deployment of the security and the police personnel, as the protest has been already called by Aam Aadmi Party, and this is going to be a mega show of strength at 12, what we have been told. So the police is all set to control the situation. The barricading will be done. What we have been told, there will be the route diversion, what we have been told. Prior to that, let me also give you an update. This is going to be Saurabh Bharadwaj of Aam Aadmi Party, who is going to do a media bite, who is going to give a media bite at 10:30. So we are just waiting for the Aam Aadmi Party statement today also. And as we are seeing it, that Aam Aadmi Party is continuously calling it a political vendetta. So this is to wait and watch what exactly is going to pan out in the court today. And prior to that, this is going to be the version of Aam Aadmi Party. Saurabh Bharadwaj of Aam Aadmi Party is going to come out with a media bite. There he will be talking about the future strategy and what exactly has happened till now. Yes.
I'm going to come back to you in just a bit, but we're going to cut across, I think, to the Prime Minister. Do remember that he was supposed to be in Karnataka. We're going to cut across very quickly and have a look at what's happening.
सरकारी कार्यों और सरकारी योजनाओं की सफलता की सबसे अनिवार्य शर्त है गुड गवर्नेंस, सुशासन, संवेदनशील शासन, जन सामान्य को समर्पित शासन। जब सरकार के काम मेजरेबल होते हैं, उसकी निरंतर मॉनिटरिंग होती है, तो बहुत स्वाभाविक है कि आप समय सीमा में निर्धारित किए गए लक्ष्यों को प्राप्त कर सकते हैं, डिजायर्ड रिजल्ट मिल सकते हैं। इसलिए गुड गवर्नेंस पर हम जितना जोर देंगे, उतना ही रीचिंग द लास्ट माइल का हमारा लक्ष्य आसानी से पूरा होगा। आप याद करिए, हमारे देश में पहले दूर दराज के क्षेत्रों तक वैक्सीन पहुंचने में कई दशक लग जाते थे। देश वैक्सीनेशन कवरेज के मामले में बहुत पीछे था। देश के करोड़ों बच्चों को, खासकर गांवों और ट्राइबल बेल्ट में रहने वाले बच्चों को वैक्सीन के लिए बरसों तक इंतजार करना पड़ता था। अगर पुरानी अप्रोच के साथ काम करते तो भारत में वैक्सीनेशन कवरेज को 100% करने में कई दशक और बीत जाते। हमने नई अप्रोच के साथ काम शुरू किया, मिशन इंद्रधनुष शुरू किया और पूरे देश में वैक्सीनेशन की व्यवस्था को सुधारा। जब कोरोना वैश्विक महामारी आई, तो इस नई व्यवस्था, नए सिस्टम का लाभ हमें दूर सुदूर वैक्सीन पहुंचाने में भी मिला। और मैं मानता हूं गुड गवर्नेंस का इसमें बहुत बड़ा रोल है, उसकी बहुत बड़ी ताकत है, जिसने लास्ट माइल डिलीवरी को संभव बनाया। साथियों, रीचिंग द लास्ट माइल की अप्रोच और सैचुरेशन की नीति एक दूसरे की पूरक है। एक समय था जब गरीब मूल सुविधाओं के लिए सरकार के पास चक्कर लगाता रहता था, किसी बिचौलिए की तलाश में रहता था, जिसके कारण करप्शन भी बढ़ता था और लोगों के अधिकारों का हनन भी होता था। अब सरकार गरीब के दरवाजे पर जाकर उसे सुविधाएं दे रही है। जिस दिन हम ठान लेंगे हर मूलभूत सुविधा हर क्षेत्र में हर नागरिक तक बिना भेदभाव के पहुंचाकर ही रहेंगे, तो देखिएगा कितना बड़ा परिवर्तन स्थानीय स्तर पर, ग्रासरूट लेवल पर हमारी कार्य संस्कृति में बदलाव नजर आएगा। सैचुरेशन की नीति के पीछे यही भावना है। जब हमारा लक्ष्य हरेक के पास पहुंचने का होगा, हर हितधारक के पास पहुंचने का होगा, तो फिर किसी के साथ भेदभाव की, भ्रष्टाचार की, भाई भतीजेवाद की कोई गुंजाइश ही नहीं रह जाएगी। और तभी रीचिंग द लास्ट माइल का लक्ष्य भी आप पूरा कर पाएंगे। आप देखिए, आज पहली बार देश में पीएम स्वनिधि योजना के माध्यम से स्ट्रीट वेंडर्स को फॉर्मल बैंकिंग से जोड़ा गया है। आज पहली बार देश में बंजारा, घुमंतु, अर्धघुमंतु वर्ग के लिए वेलफेयर बोर्ड बना है। गांवों में बने 5 लाख से ज्यादा कॉमन सर्विस सेंटर्स सरकार की सेवाओं को गांवों तक ले गए हैं। मैंने कल ही मन की बात में विस्तार से बताया है कि कैसे देश में टेली मेडिसिन के 10 करोड़ केसेस पूरे हुए हैं। ये भी स्वास्थ्य को लेकर रीचिंग द लास्ट माइल की भावना का ही प्रतिबिंब है। साथियों, भारत में जो आदिवासी क्षेत्र हैं, ग्रामीण क्षेत्र हैं, यहां आखिरी छोर तक रीचिंग द लास्ट माइल के मंत्र को ले जाने की जरूरत है। इस साल के बजट में भी इस पर विशेष ध्यान दिया गया है। रीचिंग द लास्ट माइल के लक्ष्य को पूरा करने के लिए ही जल जीवन मिशन के लिए हजारों करोड़ रुपए का प्रावधान बजट में किया गया है। साल 2019 तक हमारे देश के ग्रामीण इलाकों में सिर्फ 3 करोड़ घरों में ही नल से जल जाता था। अब इनकी संख्या बढ़कर 11 करोड़ से ज्यादा हो चुकी है और इतने कम समय में हुई है। सिर्फ 1 साल के भीतर ही देश में लगभग 60,000 अमृत सरोवर का काम शुरू हुआ है और मुझे जो जानकारी बताई गई है, अब तक करीब करीब 30,000 से अधिक अमृत सरोवर बन भी चुके हैं। ये अभियान दूर सुदूर में रहने वाले उस भारतीय का जीवन स्तर सुधार रहे हैं जो दशकों से ऐसी व्यवस्थाओं का इंतजार करता था। लेकिन साथियों, हमें यहां रुकना मंजूर नहीं है। हमें और आगे जाना है, आखिरी व्यक्ति तक जल्दी से जल्दी पहुंचना है। हमें एक मैकेनिज्म क्रिएट करना होगा ताकि पानी के नए कनेक्शन में हम वाटर कंजम्पशन का पैटर्न देख सकें। हमें इस बात की भी समीक्षा करनी है कि पानी समिति को और सशक्त करने के लिए क्या किया जा सकता है। गर्मी का मौसम ही आ गया है। जल संरक्षण के लिए अभी से हम पानी समितियों का क्या इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं, ये भी हमें सोचना है। बारिश के पहले ही कैच द रेन मूवमेंट के लिए लोक शिक्षण हो जाए, लोगों की सक्रियता हो जाए, जैसा ही पानी आए काम शुरू हो जाए। साथियों, इस वर्ष के बजट में हमने गरीबों के घर के लिए करीब करीब 80,000 करोड़ रुपए रखे हैं। हमें हाउसिंग फॉर ऑल की मुहिम को तेजी से आगे बढ़ाना होगा। हाउसिंग को टेक्नोलॉजी से कैसे जोड़ें, कम खर्च में ज्यादा टिकाऊ और मजबूत घर कैसे बने, ग्रीन एनर्जी जैसे सोलर पावर का फायदा कैसे हो, ग्रुप हाउसिंग के नए मॉडल गांव और शहरों में भी स्वीकार्य हो, ये कैसे हो सकता है, इस पर ठोस चर्चा की जरूरत है। आपके अनुभव का निचोड़ उसमें निकलना चाहिए। साथियों, हमारे देश के ट्राइबल समाज के विशाल पोटेंशियल को टैप करने के लिए पहली बार देश में इतने बड़े स्तर पर काम हो रहा है। इस बार के बजट में भी ट्राइबल डेवलपमेंट को प्रमुखता दी गई है। एकलव्य मॉडल रेसिडेंशियल स्कूलों में शिक्षकों और स्टाफ की भर्ती का बहुत बड़ा प्रावधान किया गया है। एकलव्य मॉडल स्कूलों में हमें ये भी देखना होगा कि विद्यार्थियों का फीडबैक क्या है, शिक्षकों का फीडबैक क्या है। इन स्कूलों में पढ़ने वाले बच्चों को देश के बड़े शहरों में एक्सपोजर कैसे मिले, इनमें अटल टिंकरिंग लैब ज्यादा से ज्यादा कैसे बने, इस दिशा में भी हमें सोचना होगा। आप कल्पना कर सकते हैं कि अगर हम इन स्कूलों में अभी से स्टार्टअप्स के लिए, डिजिटल मार्केटिंग के लिए वर्कशॉप शुरू करवाएं, तो इसका कितना बड़ा लाभ हमारे आदिवासी समाज को होगा। जब ये बच्चे एकलव्य मॉडल स्कूलों से पढ़कर निकलेंगे तो उन्हें पहले से पता होगा कि अपने क्षेत्र के ट्राइबल प्रोडक्ट को उन्हें कैसे प्रमोट करना है, कैसे ऑनलाइन उनकी ब्रांडिंग करनी है। साथियों, पहली बार आदिवासियों में भी जो सबसे वंचित है उनके लिए एक विशेष मिशन हम शुरू कर रहे हैं। देश के 200 से अधिक जिलों में 22,000 से अधिक गांवों में ट्राइबल साथियों तक हमें तेजी से सुविधाएं पहुंचानी है। वैसा ही हमारे लघुमती समाज में, खास करके मुसलमान समाज में पसमानदा समाज है, वहां तक लाभ कैसे पहुंचे, जो आज भी आजादी के इतने साल के बाद भी बहुत पीछे रह गए हैं। इस बजट में सिकल सेल से पूरी तरह से मुक्ति का लक्ष्य भी रखा गया है। इसके लिए होल ऑफ द नेशन अप्रोच की जरूरत है। इसलिए हेल्थ से जुड़े हर स्टेक होल्डर्स को तेजी से काम करना होगा। साथियों, एस्पिरेशनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट प्रोग्राम रीचिंग द लास्ट माइल के लिहाज से एक सक्सेस मॉडल बनकर उभरा है। इसी अप्रोच पर अब देश के 500 ब्लॉक्स में एस्पिरेशनल ब्लॉक कार्यक्रम शुरू किया जा रहा है। एस्पिरेशनल ब्लॉक प्रोग्राम के लिए हमें कंपैरेटिव पैरामीटर्स को ध्यान में रखते हुए वैसे ही काम करना है जैसे हमने एस्पिरेशनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट के लिए काम किया है। हमें हर ब्लॉक में भी एक दूसरे के लिए प्रतिस्पर्धा का माहौल बनाना है। साथियों, मुझे विश्वास है कि इस वेबिनार से लास्ट माइल डिलीवरी से जुड़े नए विचार, नए सुझाव, इस मंथन में से वो अमृत निकलेगा जो हमारे दूर दराज के क्षेत्रों में आखिरी छोर पर बैठे हुए हमारे भाई बहन हैं, उनके जीवन में बदलाव लाने के लिए आपके सुझाव बहुत काम आएंगे। हमें आगे के लिए सोचना है, हमें इम्प्लीमेंटेशन पर बल देना है, हमें टेक्नोलॉजी का सर्वाधिक उपयोग करते हुए ट्रांसपेरेंसी को सुनिश्चित करना है। हितधारक सही हो, उसको मिलने की व्यवस्था उसके काम आने वाली हो और समय सीमा में मिले, ताकि जल्दी से जल्दी वो एक नए विश्वास के साथ खुद गरीबी के खिलाफ लड़ाई लड़ने के लिए हमारा एक सैनिक बन जाएगा। हमारे गरीबों की फौज गरीबी को परास्त करने के लिए ताकतवर बननी चाहिए। हमें गरीबों की ऐसी शक्ति बढ़ानी है ताकि हमारा गरीब ही गरीबी को परास्त करे। हर गरीब ये संकल्प लेना शुरू करे कि अब मुझे गरीब नहीं रहना है, मुझे मेरे परिवार को गरीबी से बाहर निकालना है। सरकार मेरा हाथ पकड़ रही है, मैं चल पड़ूंगा। ये वातावरण हमें पैदा करना है और इसके लिए मुझे आप जैसे सभी स्टेक होल्डर्स के सक्रिय सहयोग की अपेक्षा है। मुझे विश्वास है आज का ये वेबिनार एक प्रकार से सर्वजन हिताय सर्वजन सुखाय एक बहुत बड़े संकल्प की पूर्ति का कारण बनेगा। मेरी तरफ से आप सबको बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। धन्यवाद।
Watching Republic TV. On the other side, more news your way. Kejriwal's Deputy Chief Minister is under arrest, will be produced in court. And polls are taking place in Meghalaya and Nagaland. We get you details.
Manish Sisodia is now reached. We are getting the live picture. Sir, what do you have to say? आप यहाँ पहुँचे हैं सर, आप you are facing serious allegations sir. Serious allegations आप raise कर रहे हैं मनीष सिसोदिया जी। सर नीचे कर दो, सर आप नीचे कर दो मनीष। See the picture of Manish is now reaching here at CBI headquarters.
Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
We're breaking the story first, way ahead of any other channel. In fact, all other channels haven't even figured out what's been going on. Manish Sisodia has been arrested.
क्या खालिस्तानी सरकार है पंजाब में? क्या खालिस्तानी सरकार है भगवान? Mr. Man, will you answer the question of Republic TV? पुलिस वालों को पीटा।
Manish Sisodia is now reached. We are getting the live picture. Sir, what do you have to say? आप यहाँ पहुँचे हैं सर, आप you are facing serious allegations sir. Serious allegations आप raise कर रहे हैं मनीष सिसोदिया जी। सर नीचे कर दो, सर आप नीचे कर दो मनीष। See the picture of Manish is now reaching here at CBI headquarters.
I don't pay taxes to see these uncouth politicians send this image of Indian democracy. I don't pay taxes so they can have 45 non-stop minutes of a bloody battle. I don't pay taxes so they can kick, punch, attack, throw, and they can pin each other down and tear each other's hair. No, I don't pay taxes to hear them abuse and use the most ugly and dirty abuse at each other as they turn an elected house to a battle pitch. I don't pay taxes and you don't pay taxes so they can tear each other's clothes. I don't pay taxes to see this happen. If even tonight, after what I just showed you and what I am about to show you, if after tonight you remain quiet, then you and me and all of us will deserve this maniacal expression of democracy. We need to tell the Neta how disgusted we are and that in the name of no movement, no right or left wing so-called ideology can you justify this. Republic will only and only be on the side of the people and we will be against the Netas when that happens. So the Netas are on notice and the Netas have a choice. Sack, apologize or face the legitimate anger of the people of India. Soros, the allegedly evil Soros, has given a lot of money to a lot of people in the Indian news and especially the Indian digital news ecosystem. These people, who we will henceforth refer to as the hashtag Soros media, are therefore very rich media. The ironical part is that these completely blemished hashtag Soros media then asks the non-Soros media ethical questions. The Soros media asks the non-Soros media, non-Soros media tell us who owns the news. Well, I tell them, Uncle Soros owns you. These unethical members of the Soros media have been completely lying and constantly lying and saying, oh, you got to pay to keep the news free. We are so poor, we have no money, the mainstream media has money, we are broke, help us, please give us 100 rupees. Why 100 rupees? Should even 1 rupee be given by you?
स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के चुनाव की काउंटिंग पीसफुली हुई, लेकिन जैसे ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी को लगा कि वो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी का चुनाव हार रहे हैं, उन्होंने हमारी मेयर पर बुरी तरह से हमला किया।
चौथा कैंडिडेट आम आदमी पार्टी का चुनाव हार चुका है, लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के कहने के ऊपर यहाँ गुंडागर्दी कर रही है।
He told you he's a threat to internal security.
Why to brandish weapon? Why it's the need of weapon when you are claiming that it's a peaceful procession which you will be carrying out?
No peace can be established without weapons. Why don't governments and the state and everybody, army, they just dismiss all the armies, all the weapons, dispose everything and then ask us why do we have weapons?
For 3 months, centre and state didn't act. Now Khalistani Amritpal is on a rampage. Anarchy in Punjab, story broken on Republic.
Top sources now confirming to Republic TV that Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been placed under arrest. Accused number 1 in the liquor scam has been arrested.
We're breaking the story first, way ahead of any other channel. In fact, all other channels haven't even figured out what's been going on. Manish Sisodia has been arrested.
The headlines at 10:30. Biggest liquorgate arrest yet as Kejriwal's deputy is placed under arrest after 8 hours of grilling by the CBI. In the dock for liquorgate kickback, Sisodia to be produced before the court today. But AAP continues to cry political vendetta to take to the streets in protest. Battle for the Northeast intensifies. Nagaland and Meghalaya go to the polls. Big development boost to Karnataka. Prime Minister set to inaugurate mega projects. Yet another terror attack strikes Pakistan. 5 killed, 13 injured in Balochistan attack. Hello and welcome. You're watching Republic for all the top developments in all breaking news stories at this hour. Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, Manish Sisodia, is to be presented in court today in connection with corruption alleged in the now scrapped excise policy relating to the sale of alcohol. And he was arrested yesterday. He's been produced in court today. Joining me is Shivangi from the Rouse Avenue Court, where he is likely to be presented. Also from the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters, Varsha and Anuj with me, and Piyush Mishra outside the CBI office. First of all, coming to you, Shivangi, what are you hearing about his being presented in court today? Are there any special deployments, arrangements? Are there AAP workers there? Because AAP has threatened a mega showdown in the national capital, in fact, across the country.
Right, very good morning to you, Rukma, and all our viewers are watching Republic TV this Monday, where we're getting a top updates. It's a very, very big day today for the fact that a deputy CM of Delhi is being produced in court. Deputy CM Manish Sisodia produced in court. I'm outside Rouse Avenue Court. This is where the Deputy CM will be coming in just a few hours' time. We're expecting around lunchtime, post-lunch around 2 p.m. is when Manish Sisodia will be produced in court. Before that, there'll be a medical examination. And also, very likely, Rukma, that they could be, the CBI could be asking for a 14-day judicial custody. 14-day custody for Manish Sisodia. So right now, we're seeing back-to-back updates coming in here. So right now, as you can clearly see, if my camera person will show you the area around the Rouse Avenue Court, you see that there are no Aam Aadmi Party workers or leaders here. Do we know that the Aam Aadmi Party is going to protest outside the BJP headquarters? They have started to protest already, but nothing as of now here, because in a few hours' time, Manish Sisodia will be produced. Now, let's talk about the charges. So the charges are criminal conspiracy and intent to defraud of the Indian Penal Code. So IPC, the sections are 120B, criminal conspiracy, 477A, intent to defraud of the Indian Penal Code, and Section 7 of the Prevention of Corruption Act. So these are the charges which are against Manish Sisodia and the Delhi excise policy. Remember, he was the #1 accused in the CBI FIR. It was a very, very big story when the story first broke. There were raids at his residence in Delhi. Then we saw raids in multiple locations as well. And when we talk about the liquor policy is something which has come in the limelight. Many people have been associated with the liquor policy.